The history of the Harley-Davidson Sportster. Discover the Harley-Davidson Sportster, a motorcycling legend that, since 1957, symbolizes freedom and innovation. From its challenges in racing to becoming a cultural icon and facing the electric future, the Sportster has maintained its rebellious spirit. Join us on a brief journey through its rich history and its impact on popular culture, revealing why it remains relevant in today's world. Chapter 1: The Origins. In the heart of the 1950s, the American motorcycling landscape was about to experience a revolution with the launch of the Harley-Davidson Sportster in 1957. Born in an era dominated by nimble and fast British motorcycles, the Sportster emerged as Harley-Davidson's answer to a market searching for speed and style. This model not only captured the essence of the American spirit but also introduced technical and stylistic innovations that defied conventions. The Sportster was conceived at a time when the company was seeking to rejuvenate its image and attract a young and dynamic audience. With a more powerful V-twin engine than its predecessors and a robust chassis, it offered an unprecedented combination of strength and durability. Its design, marked by clean lines and an imposing aesthetic, broke molds, setting a new standard of mechanical beauty. The incorporation of features such as the improved suspension system and the shift to high-performance carburetors not only enhanced maneuverability and power but also placed the Sportster in a league of its own. These innovations were not merely technical. They were declarations of a new paradigm in motorcycle engineering, where functionality met style in a spectacular manner. The first owners of the Sportster adopted it not only for its superior performance, but also for what it represented: a spirit of freedom and rebellion. It was the motorcycle chosen by those who wanted to stand out and who valued individuality as much as speed. On the streets and highways of the United States, the Sportster quickly became a symbol of an era, marking the beginning of an exciting chapter in Harley-Davidson's history. The Sportster was not just a vehicle. It was a moving manifesto, a challenge to the conventional, and the precursor of a new direction in American motorcycling. Its launch was not just the birth of a model, but also the creation of an icon, one that would continue to evolve while always maintaining the bold spirit with which it was conceived. Chapter 2: The Era of Competition. The 1960s were characterized by a vibrant motorcycling competition culture, and in this scenario, the Harley-Davidson Sportster established itself as a dominant force. Its participation in races and competitions demonstrated its technical capabilities and cemented its status as a symbol of speed and rebellion. The Sportster represented more than a motorcycle. It was the embodiment of an era defined by the pursuit of freedom and individual expression. Drag races, dirt track circuits, and endurance competitions became the battlegrounds where the Sportster proved its mettle. With each victory, its legend grew, attracting a legion of followers and competitors alike. It was more than a machine. It was a challenge thrown to the limits of speed and engineering. In the hands of skilled riders, the Sportster constantly challenged the boundaries of what was possible in motorcycling. Its triumphs on the track translated into direct improvements in production models. Each adjustment and refinement sought not only greater speed and performance, but also a more intense and rewarding riding experience for the average motorcyclist. The culture surrounding the Sportster in the 1960s was as rich and varied as the riders who chose it. From young rebels to experienced racers, everyone found in the Sportster a vehicle for their passion and their dreams. It was common to see these motorcycles both on the competition tracks and on the boulevards, where they became moving canvases for personal expression. The competition era of the 1960s not only established the Sportster as a legend in the world of motorcycling but also as a cultural icon. It represented a time of change, a moment in history where speed and freedom intertwined in the roar of a V-twin engine. The Sportster was not just a participant in the culture of competition. It was its standard bearer, taking Harley-Davidson's spirit to new heights. Chapter 3: Adaptation and Survival. The 1970s presented unprecedented challenges for the American motorcycle industry, marked by intense foreign competition and radical changes in consumer preferences. In this tumultuous context, the Harley-Davidson Sportster demonstrated an astonishing capacity for adaptation and survival, reaffirming its place in a constantly evolving market. The arrival of lighter and high-performance motorcycles from Japan pressured Harley-Davidson to reinvent the Sportster. This period of adaptation saw the Sportster evolve, incorporating technical improvements that allowed it to maintain its competitiveness without sacrificing its distinctive identity. The introduction of enhancements in the engine and transmission, along with adjustments in design to improve ergonomics and comfort, were direct responses to the demands of a more diverse audience. The Sportster transformed into a motorcycle that appealed not only to speed enthusiasts, but also to those who valued reliability and comfort for daily use. This ability to adapt without losing its essence is what allowed the Sportster to survive and thrive during the 1970s. Beyond technical improvements, Harley-Davidson focused on strengthening the emotional connection of riders with the Sportster. Through marketing campaigns and partnerships with prominent events and personalities, the Sportster was positioned as more than a motorcycle. It was a symbol of individuality and perseverance in the face of adversity. This approach helped the Sportster maintain its relevance during a period of significant change. The legacy of the Sportster during the 1970s is a testament to its capacity to adapt and evolve. Faced with adversity, it survived and found new ways to connect with a generation that valued both tradition and innovation. The Sportster remained a beacon of Harley-Davidson's identity, proving that even in times of change, some symbols remain unchanged. Chapter 4: Innovation and Evolution. The 1980s represented a crucial period of innovation and evolution for the Harley-Davidson Sportster, marking its transition into a modern era without losing its iconic character. During these years, the Sportster underwent significant technical and design improvements, which broadened its appeal and ensured its competitiveness in an increasingly demanding market. One of the most notable innovations was the introduction of improved rear suspension, which transformed the riding experience of the Sportster, offering greater comfort and maneuverability. This improvement, along with refinements in the engine that increased both power and efficiency, demonstrated Harley-Davidson's commitment to technological evolution while maintaining the essence of the Sportster. The design of the Sportster also underwent significant changes, with a more polished and modern aesthetic that appealed to a new generation of motorcyclists. These changes were not merely cosmetic. They reflected a profound understanding of motorcyclists' needs and desires, combining tradition and modernity in a way that only Harley-Davidson could achieve. The 1980s also witnessed how the Sportster became a platform for innovation and customization, allowing owners to modify their motorcycles in ways that reflected their personal style. This approach not only reinforced the bond between the motorcycle and its owner, but also underscored the versatility and timeless appeal of the Sportster. The innovations introduced in the Sportster during the 1980s ensured its survival and redefined its place in motorcycle culture. The Sportster was not simply a motorcycle. It had become a symbol of adaptation and evolution, a testament to Harley-Davidson's ability to reinvent itself while staying true to its legacy. Chapter 5: The Era of Custom. The 1990s marked the rise of customization in the world of motorcycling, and the Harley-Davidson Sportster established itself as one of the most versatile motorcycles of this trend. Its robust structure and iconic design made it the preferred choice for enthusiasts looking to personalize their riding experience. During this decade, the Sportster maintained its position in the market and transformed into a blank canvas for the creativity of its owners. The custom culture focused on the idea that a motorcycle should be as unique as its rider, and the Sportster offered the perfect base for this individual expression. From subtle modifications in handlebars and seats to complete transformations of the chassis and engine, the Sportster allowed enthusiasts to create a piece that reflected their personality and lifestyle. Harley-Davidson recognized and embraced this trend, offering customization kits and accessories that allowed Sportster owners to modify their motorcycles with ease. This strategy not only strengthened the relationship between the brand and its community, but also reinforced the reputation of the Sportster as an adaptable and accessible motorcycle. The custom era also saw the emergence of a new generation of motorcycle makers and designers, many of whom chose the Sportster as their work base. These creators took customization to new levels of art and technique, demonstrating the immense potential of the Sportster as a platform for innovation and creativity. The 1990s solidified the Sportster's place in the custom culture, not just as a motorcycle, but as a symbol of individuality and self-expression. The Sportster proved to be more than a machine. It was an extension of the self, a statement of independence and style that resonated with a generation that valued personalization over conformity. Chapter 6: The 21st Century and Modern Technology. The turn of the millennium brought significant technological advancements in the motorcycle industry, and the Harley-Davidson Sportster was no exception. Throughout the 2000s, the Sportster incorporated a series of performance and safety upgrades, masterfully balancing technological innovation with its distinctive character. These improvements reaffirmed its legacy and paved the way for its evolution in the new century. One of the most important developments was the introduction of electronic fuel injection, which replaced traditional carburation systems. This modernization significantly improved fuel efficiency and engine response, offering a smoother and more refined riding experience. Additionally, the incorporation of ABS braking systems and improvements in suspension increased safety and comfort, making the Sportster an even more attractive option for a wide range of motorcyclists. The decade also saw the launch of innovative models like the Sportster XR1200, which was inspired by Harley-Davidson's rich racing heritage. This model, in particular, stood out for its sporty design and enhanced performance, appealing to both speed enthusiasts and those who valued the legacy and aesthetics of the Sportster. These technological innovations were carefully balanced with the maintenance of the classic stylistic elements that had defined the Sportster for decades. Harley-Davidson demonstrated a unique ability to adapt to modern times without losing sight of what made the Sportster special: its indomitable spirit and timeless design. The beginning of the 21st century marked a new chapter in the history of the Sportster, one in which modern technology and tradition merged to create a motorcycle that respected its heritage and confidently moved towards the future. The Sportster continued to be a testament to Harley-Davidson's ability to innovate and adapt, securing its place not just in motorcycle history but also in the hearts of a new generation of riders. Chapter 7: Nostalgia and Neo-Retro. The 2010s experienced a revival in interest in classic designs and retro aesthetics, a movement that found a perfect emblem in the Harley-Davidson Sportster. In this context, Harley-Davidson navigated the currents of nostalgia and modernity, offering Sportster models that honored its legacy while integrating the latest technological innovations. This combination of neo-retro attracted longtime enthusiasts and captured the imagination of a new generation of motorcyclists. The Sportster greatly benefited from this approach, with models that stood out for their classic design, reminiscent of the lines and shapes that had made the Sportster iconic in its early years. However, these motorcycles were far from being relics of the past. They incorporated modern technology into engines, braking systems, and electronics, offering performance and safety that aligned with current expectations. Harley-Davidson also experimented with limited editions and special collaborations that delved into the rich history of the Sportster, offering enthusiasts unique opportunities to own a part of motorcycle history. These initiatives not only reinforced the value of the Sportster as a collectible, but also underscored its ongoing relevance in motorcycle culture. The appeal of the Sportster in the 2010s was largely due to its ability to serve as a bridge between the past and the present. In an era where vintage was valued as much for its aesthetics as for its authenticity, the Sportster offered an authentic experience that resonated with both motorcycle purists and those seeking a deeper connection with history and tradition. Nostalgia and neo-retro defined the Sportster's relationship with the 2010s, once again demonstrating its adaptability and capacity to remain relevant in a constantly changing world. In this decade, the Sportster not only celebrated its history, it revitalized it, ensuring that its legacy would continue to inspire future generations. Chapter 8: Challenges and Renewal. The year 2020 presented unprecedented challenges for the motorcycle industry and society at large, marked by the COVID-19 pandemic and a global call to rethink sustainability and the future of mobility. In this context of uncertainty and change, the Harley-Davidson Sportster faced its challenges, adapting once again to meet the emerging needs of motorcyclists and a planet searching for greener solutions. Harley-Davidson responded to these challenges with a renewed focus on sustainability, exploring ways to reduce the environmental impact of its motorcycles without compromising their performance or distinctive character. This commitment to sustainable innovation was manifested in the introduction of improvements in fuel efficiency and the exploration of cleaner and more efficient alternatives for the future. Additionally, the pandemic forced Harley-Davidson to rethink its approach to the market, with a greater emphasis on digitalization and the creation of safer and more accessible shopping experiences for customers. The Sportster, as part of this strategy, benefited from an increased online presence and personalized services that facilitated interaction with the brand during a time of social distancing. This period of challenges was also a time of reflection on the role of the motorcycle in society. The Sportster, with its rich heritage and indomitable spirit, positioned itself as a symbol of freedom and resilience in difficult times. Through community initiatives and support for motorcyclists affected by the pandemic, Harley-Davidson reaffirmed the value of the Sportster not just as a motorcycle, but as part of a broader, supportive community. The renewal in 2020 was not just a response to immediate challenges, but also a reaffirmation of Harley-Davidson's commitment to innovation, sustainability, and community. In a year of uncertainty, the Sportster demonstrated its ability to adapt and remain relevant, preparing for a future where tradition and innovation would continue their march together. Chapter 9: The Electric Future. Facing the growing trend towards sustainability and electrification in the automotive industry, Harley-Davidson did not lag, announcing plans to introduce electric versions of its iconic motorcycles, including a future version of the Sportster. This move towards electric vehicles represents not just an evolution in Harley-Davidson's product line but also a commitment to the future of mobility and environmental protection. The transition to electric motorcycles involves significant challenges, from developing battery technologies that offer comparable ranges to combustion motorcycles to creating an accessible charging infrastructure. However, Harley-Davidson has approached these challenges with the same innovation and determination that have characterized the brand throughout its history. The electric version of the Sportster promises to maintain the spirit and aesthetics that have made this model an icon, while offering an entirely new riding experience. With zero emissions, instant acceleration, and a new level of connectivity, the electric Sportster is set to attract both loyal followers of Harley-Davidson and a new generation of environmentally conscious motorcyclists. This focus on electrification also reflects a broader vision of Harley-Davidson for the future of motorcycling, one that balances the preservation of its rich heritage with the adoption of innovative technologies. Through this evolution, the Sportster continues to be a testament to Harley-Davidson's ability to reinvent itself and lead the way towards a sustainable future. The electric future of the Sportster is a bold step forward, one that promises to open new paths in motorcycle design and functionality. As Harley-Davidson moves into this new era, the electric Sportster emerges as a new chapter in its legendary history, one that combines legacy and innovation in an exciting vision of the future. Chapter 10: The Sportster in Popular Culture. The Harley-Davidson Sportster has transcended its role as a mere motorcycle to become a cultural symbol, appearing in movies, music, and art, and representing a vision of freedom and an adventurous spirit. Its presence in popular culture not only reflects its technical importance but also its impact on society and the collective imagination. In cinema, the Sportster has been the choice of rebellious and charismatic characters, symbolizing an escape from conventionality and a quest for authenticity. Its distinctive roar and iconic silhouette have perfectly complemented action scenes and moments of introspection, making it a protagonist in its own right. In music, the Sportster has inspired lyrics that speak of journeys, freedom, and challenging the limits, resonating with artists and audiences who share those values. Its image has graced album covers and has been an integral part of the iconography of rock, blues, and other genres that celebrate individuality and resilience. In art, the Sportster has been the subject of paintings, photographs, and sculptures, captured in moments of stillness or in full action. Artists from diverse backgrounds have seen in it a source of inspiration, a symbol of strength, beauty, and freedom that transcends cultural barriers. The Sportster is not just a motorcycle. It is a cultural phenomenon that has captured the imagination of generations. Its impact on popular culture is a testament to its place in the hearts of those who value freedom and the adventurous spirit. Through its presence in various media, the Sportster continues to be a symbol of rebellion and a reminder that the road less traveled often leads to the most rewarding adventures.